Hello, are you ready to play a few of the daily New York Times games? My name is Mara, and this is Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. Today, I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times games, Wordle, Strands, and Connections for Saturday, January 17th, 2026. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't already done your New York Times games yet today, I always recommend that you pause the video and do that first, and then you can come back and compare and see how I did. Of course, if you prefer, you can always follow along with this video and me as I work on the games. I just ask that afterward you leave me a kind comment down below as to what you thought and how you did. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring up my wheel of Wordle start words so that I can select my starting word for today. All right, it did it again where it opened up my my wheel from before. So let me go ahead and open up my Wordle video. I really get irritated when they do that. I was working with a couple other wheels last night. All right, let me close the ads, shuffle these up, make it full screen, and here we go. Okay. Fiber. Sounds good. Let me remove that. I'm going to pause my recording while I bring up my phone, and then I'll get to working on Wordle. Okay, I have my phone screen pulled up, and I'm opening up my New York Times Games app, going down to Wordle, guess your way to the correct word. Go ahead, add another day to your 509-day streak for January 17th, 2026. Fiber. Ooh, whoa. Oh my gosh. Do we have F-I-E-R? F-I-R. I have no idea. F-I... something R-E. I don't think so. Okay, so F-I-E-R something. Fiery. What about fiery? Oh gosh. Okay, maybe fiery. Sure. Okay. I was like, I could not think of it. What a great starting word that turned out to be, but a little bit tough because I couldn't think of fiery for a bit. Let's see if after fiery, if there were more words than, after fiber, if there was more words than just fiery. Okay, let's see. My goodness. Okay. This is going to say luck on the first one for sure. Okay, and 99 out of 99 for minimizing the expected, and luck a 99. Yeah, I totally got lucky. The average was basically 4 guesses to get it, and I got it in 2. That is my first deuce in a while. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'm kind of glad whatever happened with, having my other channel's wheels open affecting my Wordle start wheel, because that turned out to be a very lucky starting word. And then it says after fiber, there was only 1 word left. So fiber is a strong opening guess, extraordinarily lucky. Yeah. What other words could have been there? Let's see. Okay, so fiery. What would have been another really good starting word beside fiber? I'm not even sure. But anyway, that was pretty great. Let's see how the bot did. The bot got it in 3. So the bot did slate, diner, fiery. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on from Wordle to Strands. My favorite kind of word search: find hidden words and uncover the day's theme for Saturday, January 17th. It says I have an 88-day streak. That's putting it mildly. That's putting it mild. Are we talking about like sauce? Like sauces? Mild sauce? I don't see any U's in. Oh, I see 1 U, but it's not near an A. I mean, the A is missing. The A is way over here. So maybe not sauce. Salsa, mildly. I'm seeing the word foil here. See up here, I see fiddle. Mildly fiddle. I don't know. Geesh. Okay, I might just have to start trying a couple of words. So fiddle, fiddles, foil, foils. There's sticks. Fiddle, maybe fiddlesticks. This goes back and forth and back and forth. Fiddlesticks. Putting it mildly. Oh, fiddlesticks. Darn. Darn. Rats. Drat. Maybe drat. Okay. Fiddlesticks. Darn. So we're talking about mild profanity, not profanity, but just like mild curses or something. I think this foiled again could be our spanagram. I'm going to give it a try. Okay. Tarnation. Okay, here we go. Phooey. And oh, speaking of curses, curses. Curse you, I usually say. Curse you. Drat. Okay. All right. Well, how did you do? I ended up not needing to use a hint, but it took me a bit to stumble on to the theme. I got 2 words, the spanagram, and then the remaining 3 words. All right. Let's move on to connections. Group words that share a common thread. We are looking for 4 groups of 4 for Saturday, January 17th, 2026. Go ahead, add another day to your 34-day streak. Our 16 connections words are plaster, sling, hide, blanket, pelt, sink, red, coat, skin, cover, cast, inks, okay, Simon, hurl, kins, capture. All right, what are we doing with all these here? Is this just too obviously anagrams of SINK? Skin, I mean, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to bite. This could be a red herring, but I think these are anagrams of the same letters. Words made out of the same letters. Okay, anagrams. Ooh, and it's blue. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Pelt, plaster, sling. Well, wait a minute. Sling, cast. So like you cast a line, like you're fishing. Hurl, pelt, capture the flag, blanket, Simon, cover. So plaster or pelt, but plaster and coat and cover. Okay, let me do a screenshot. All right. I think I could be right with pelt, sling, hurl, cast. Let me just, yeah, yellow works. We'll use yellow. Make it a little bit darker. Okay. Plaster, cover, coat, hide or blanket. You plaster something on, like plaster. Coat, a coat of paint. You cover something. Blanket, like you're covering something. I think those go together. That would lead, let me just switch to green or something. Red, hide, capture, Simon. Could be a fill in the blank for purple. If these were purple. Oops. Purple. Let's do, so red, hide, capture, Simon. So pelt, sling, hurl, cast. I feel pretty good. Plaster, coat, cover, blanket. I feel like between the two of those, it's our red, our yellow and green. And then that I was looking at the color red and purple with the purple. So purple, but what is purple? Red, hide, capture, Simon. I was saying capture the flag, hide the flag, red flag. No, but capture the flag, hide and seek, which is similar to capture the flag. Wait, Red Rover, Simon Says. What are these, playground games or games? Okay, I think I'm going to try that first. I think these are the first word of games, outdoor games. Red Rover, send Mara right over. Hide and seek, played that all the time. Simon Says, I still play that with the kids at indoor recess sometimes. And capture the flag. I like it. Let's delete the screenshot, deselect those. hide and seek. I wish I had done my screenshot first because, well, anyway, it's fine. Blue, purple, and then we'll see if, okay, Red Rover, hide and seek, capture the flag, Simon says. Yes. First words of kids' games. All right. Okay, and then what? Sling. Wait. Sling. What is it going to be? Are we going to have like coat, blanket, cover, plaster? One's going to be green, one's going to be yellow. I'm going to go with this. Sling, cast, pelt, hurl. Wait a minute. Cover, plaster. They're all kind of verbs, so I don't think there's a difference. I'm just going to take a chance. Okay, of course it's yellow. And then green by default. So we had anagrams, first words of kids games, spread over, and throw. Yeah. Okay. So, but why, I guess it doesn't really matter. One of them, they're about the same, in my opinion. They could both be yellow or both be green. All right, let's check out the bot and see how we did compared with other people. All right, a fairly straightforward. There was a 2 out of 5 difficulty, 79% solve rate, 21% did not solve, 26% of the players did it without mistakes, 25% made one mistake, maybe the blanket and plaster mix up, 17%, 2 mistakes, 11%, 3 mistakes. All right, let's move on. Okay, I got a 98 out of 99 because I did not quite get a reverse rainbow, but that's not bad. 98. I thought it was going to be more like 97 or 90 something. All right. 1 in 309 had the same solution as me. Okay, so anagrams and throw, both green and blue, had 33% guessing those colors first. So basically, I was a lot like other people with getting the anagrams. All right, spread over with the yellow, 29% of the people got yellow first, and then only 4% got purple first. Okay, hide, blanket, cover, and coat, or coat and cover. I could see people making that purple and yellow mistake. And then hide, pelt, coat, and skin, right? Like animal fur or whatever, animal hide, a pelt, like a coat, fur coat, and skin. I could see making that. And that was one from every category. That was definitely the built-in red herring there. And then yellow and blue mistakes, yellow and green, yellow and purple. So yeah, people were mixing up one from the, with the yellow, a lot of yellow mix-ups. All right, I got blue first, and it said, nice job. Well, you had the second most common opening guess today, but it was tied with green. So, and it looks like the most common mistake there was the one from every hide, skin, pelt, coat. And then purple with green, as other people were getting green when I got purple. Okay, yellow. It said solid pick. You secured your victory. Okay. All right. Excellent. Let's go back to connections. We will wrap it up there. Let me stop sharing my phone. Okay. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all your comments and really enjoy reading your comments. So please do that. And also like and subscribe with this video. I really would appreciate if you could turn on that notification bell so that YouTube will notify you of all my videos and any live streams that I might do. Don't forget to put a little play in your day. Check out that video right there. Take care, be kind, and I'll see you again tomorrow with some more of the daily New York Times games. Bye.